What kind of book could be important enough to be placed in the hands of a queen? The Isabella Breviary is one of those rare manuscripts that feels much larger than its pages. It's preserved today in London at the British Library, but its story begins somewhere else entirely. In the artistic heart of the late medieval Netherlands, probably in Bruges and Ghent, sometime between 1484 and 1497. It was made for Queen Isabella I of Castile, one of the most powerful figures of her age, and it was presented to her by the Spanish ambassador Francisco de Rojas, at a moment when royal marriages were being brokered between Isabella's children and the family of Maximilian of Austria. So this wasn't only a book of devotion, it was a diplomatic object, a sign of alliance and of prestige. The manuscript begins with a calendar guiding the reader through the sacred year. Then come the prayers, psalms, readings and offices for the main seasons of the church and other important feasts. But the greatest treasure of the Isabella Breviary is its miniatures. Several of the most important Flemish artists of the period worked on its illumination. In one miniature, King David becomes the leader of a sacred orchestra. At the center, he holds his harp, while musicians around him play fiddle, organ, shawm, dulcimer, trumpet, and lute. The image gives visual form to the new song described in the psalm. The pages are filled with delicate borders that follow the Ghent-Bruges strewn flower tradition, where roses, strawberries, birds, insects, gemstones, and curling acanthus seem to lie on the page, often casting painted shadows. The breviary gives strong visibility to female saints. In a book made for a queen, figures like Saint Barbara carried special weight. Shown reading beside the tower of her imprisonment, Barbara becomes a model of learning, faith, and resistance, qualities that would have spoken directly to Isabella's own image as a Christian ruler. Another striking element is the use of royal heraldry connected with Isabella. The arms of the Catholic monarchs appear alongside those of the dynastic unions that linked Spain with the Habsburg, turning the book into a visual celebration of alliance and royal authority. The heraldry also includes the arms and motto of Francisco de Rojas. In a single manuscript, we find a prayer book made for daily worship, a gift shaped by dynastic politics, and a visual record of Europe standing at the edge of the Middle Ages. This book brings us close to Queen Isabella I, not through a portrait, but through the prayers and symbols made for her own eyes. The facsimile was published by Molero Editor in Spain in 2010.